Well, I might get a little bit long-winded in this video, but I wanted to share this 1948 Cadillac Series 62 sedanette with you in a little bit different manner. What I want to do is walk around it as if we were judging this car in a Concours d'Elegance setting with rules that are fairly consistent with the Cadillac LaSalle Club, the Classic Car Club, Antique Auto Club of America, and others. Now in Northern California where I am, many of the Concours d'Elegance events are judged by a team that is supplied by the SCCA group, the Sports Car Club of America, and their criteria is similar to all of the rest of the groups that I mentioned. Now let's start with this 48 Cadillac. This is a frame-off rotisserie complete restoration in the authentic materials, colors, and everything as if it would have left the factory in 1948. Kind of unique car here. It still belongs to the family that bought it new. So this is a total restoration that they decided to give this car in honor of the family and their grandfather that originally purchased it. So let's start with the car. Now, when a judging team walks up to the car and presents themselves to the owner, they will first ask the owner to start the car and do a headlight test. And during that time that the engine is running, they'll want to have the engine exposed for view. So the judging team can look in here and determine whether or not the engine compartment is authentic and original as it would have been when it left the factory. So we'll go around to both sides and take a look at this. We're going to also look for leaks or dirt, anything that you would not expect to see on a brand new car. And on this car, it's a little bit dusty under here. I can't keep anything clean around this place. I've got a dirt road right alongside me that people race up and down on, and the dust rolls over like crazy. So, all right, we're gonna look at that. Gonna have the owner start it up and do a lamp test, check all the lights. At the same time, if we have a team of at least 3, there's a person that's going to be standing here to watch the gauges. We want to see the instruments all come up and work. And while it's running, we'll also have the accessories checked, radio, clock, heater, all of those things, dome light, and everything that's in there. So now let's assume that we've done that part of the test. Now we can ask the owner to close the hood. And continue with the inspection, which includes the walk around and checking the fit and finish of all of the car's details. So we're going to be looking at the body lines to see that they're all straight, no ripples, no problems. Going to look at all that around the car. We're looking at the chrome trim, the emblems, the glass. Now on an original car, we'd also be checking the glass to see if it has the original bug logo in the corners that show it to be original and authentic. Actually, Here's a little bit of a, they call this a bug right here. So you can see that this car has replacement glass in it. None of the original bugs are evident in the glass. So we're looking at that. Also looking at how the panels fit, how the trunk fits, how the bumpers fit, skirts, all those items. We're also looking at wheels and tires to see if they're original replacement type tires. We're even going to check the valve stem caps on this car to see if they're metal. The rubber caps didn't show up until a few years later, so this car should have the metal caps. Okay, now we're going to go inside. There's usually a team member that's assigned the interior, one the exterior, and one the engine and chassis. So let's take a look at the upholstery. On this car, 1948, Cadillac used a faux leather finish on the metal panels and dash. So this should have that faux finish as seen. They used a Dynoc transfer that actually was kind of a applique over the metal, and that's not available, so this is all done by hand in a process that that represents that original leatherette or leather finish. Now, no deductions for safety, so the seat belts that were added are a safety item, and there's no deduction for safety items. You notice this car, the seat belts include shoulder belts for the front two passengers. Correct carpet type, correct materials, correct headliner, all the way it's supposed to be for this model in 1948. We don't judge inside the glove boxes, but if I was to open the glove box, you'd see that it's felt lined with the brown felt. Also notice the brake and throttle pedal are not black rubber, it's a brown rubber. Correct for this year car. Also, because this is a Series 62 and not a DeVille, little items such as the door latch were cadmium plated on the Series 62, and on the DeVilles they were chrome plated. Many of the clubs and concours don't ask you to open the trunk. The trunks are not judged in most cases, but some of them are. And if you've got a events that's equal to Amelia Island or Pebble Beach and those, then you'll be expected to include the trunk. So here you go, here's the trunk. This is the correct material and finish for the trunk, including that plywood cover over the top of the spare tire. That's totally correct for this year Cadillac. So now let's go around here to inside the car. Just as long as I'm here, I might as well start it up for you so you can hear what it sounds like. Now this car has the hydromatic transmission, and you'll see it has neutral, drive, low, and reverse. These cars actually have a park position, which is reverse. After you shut it off, you can pull it down into reverse, and that actually will set up a scenario where the gears are locked internally and the car will not move. Okay, I'm going to show you something else that you should know about these early cars. If you put it in drive, you feel it go in, and then you want to back up to put it in reverse and pull it down into reverse, but you cannot take it straight from neutral all the way into reverse at once. You have to wait till drive sets in and then carefully go back to reverse. Don't grab it and yank it down into reverse. You'll be surprised that it will not work, and you can damage the transmission. Okay, so 30 miles on the odometer since it was restored. And yes, everything works in the car, including the radio. Believe me, I don't want to turn the radio on right now. Not necessary. Okay, I shut it off, and now I pull it down into reverse to lock up the transmission for park. Okay. So, there you have it. The 1948 Cadillac. Series 62 sedanette. Thanks for watching.